Some of the more common causes of filing a bankruptcy are, frankly, a divorce, job loss, a foreclosure on a house and the resulting deficiencies, and the repo of a car and the resulting deficiencies. For someone facing severe financial stress, one of the first questions we get is, does bankruptcy make any sense for me? We typically send a very brief intake form to people before our first meeting. We ask them to take 2 or 3 minutes and fill that out. With that basic information, we can typically answer 2 questions. Does bankruptcy make any sense for me? And if so, what chapter would we use? Some of the things that we look at is not only person's income and debt, but what property do they own, what risks do they have in bankruptcy. The most common chapter that is filed in Maryland is a Chapter 7. Some people often refer to it as a liquidation. It is not a liquidation. In most cases, people lose nothing in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. There are certain protections that we know to use, that you can protect your car, you can protect your house, you can protect your income, and at the same time, discharge debt, such as credit card debt, personal loans, and things such as that can be discharged through this Chapter 7 process, giving people a relief that begins immediately when they file the bankruptcy, not the end. The process takes about 4 months in Maryland. For those that are facing a risk in a Chapter 7, meaning they're going to lose something they don't want to lose, or there are going to be other negative impacts in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, we do the analysis up front before filing any bankruptcy proceedings to make sure we understand, and if necessary, we can file a Chapter 13. I prefer to look at a Chapter 13 as a fallback to protect my client from the bad outcomes that could happen in a Chapter 7. We're familiar with the Chapter 13 process. We know to do the analysis, which can be very complex, up front, long before filing the bankruptcy. We ask for information so that we can protect our clients' interests and make sure that we have good outcomes in either their Chapter 7 or their Chapter 13 bankruptcy. The 3 most common reasons for filing a Chapter 13 are to protect equity in a house that could not otherwise be protected in a Chapter 7, to bring arrears current on a house, or since 2005, when they rewrote the bankruptcy code and instituted a means test because of their high income. Other kinds of arrears that can be included in a Chapter 13 plan are alimony and child support arrears. One of the most common questions I get is, what is this going to do to my credit? What is a filing of a bankruptcy going to do to my credit? It's a great question, but it's too simplistic. The first thing I ask is, what does your credit look like right now? And then secondly, I say, even if your credit is good right now, I want you to project out 2 years from today. If you file bankruptcy, what is your credit going to look like? And if you don't file bankruptcy, what is your credit going to look like? In most cases, that person's credit is going to be much, much better in 2 years should they file the bankruptcy right now. If you'd like to discuss your financial matters, which might include filing a bankruptcy, please contact the office of John P. Downs. We've been doing bankruptcy work for over 20 years, and we have filed thousands of bankruptcies. We offer free consultation, and you can contact us at 410-398-0313 or contact us through our website at jpdownslaw.com. We serve those who need debt relief in Towson, Harford County, and Cecil County, Maryland.